Hello, this is Mike from TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your 2024 Jayflight 265 RLS travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by telling you when arriving at the campsite, a few things to take into consideration when you're parking. On your campsite, I want you to leave plenty of room for this awning to come out. On your off campsite, of course, leave room for your slide, but besides your slide, I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your power cord going to plug in a very rear corner, actually right around the corner in the middle of the back, excuse me. So you're going to power all the way on the end, and then your docking station for water is going to be just in front of your slide or in front of your tires on your off campsite or driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once we arrive and unhook our hitch, first we're going to do is level our unit. And it comes with a power tongue jack. Night docking light should you arrive at night. Simply retract to lower, EXT to raise. Now should you lose power, under this rubber stopper is a bolt that will get up and down with the hand crank for your stabilizing jacks. Then on there, and that'll get this up and down should you not have power. I just wanted to warn you that these black things get where they release a lot of black under your hands, so just fair warning, keep it on there unless you don't have to use it. All right, once we got a unit level, next thing we can do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit got these new quick drop stabilizing jacks. So you do got a little chain right here you can release. That's just a little safety chain. Release that, crank this about 2 times to the right, once, twice, just enough to get in there and grab that cotter pin here, or that ring. Lift up on that ring and these will drop right to the floor. Now, before putting these down, I am going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads will protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris, keep them from sinking into the hot black top in the summer. Use your 10% off coupon, grab a 4-pack of those, put them down, run all 4 of these down. Go ahead and just give it a couple cranks to the right to make sure it's nice and taut. Get all 4 of them down, get your unit level, stable. We hook up our power and water. Again, remember our power cord plugs in here in the back. Big long 30 amp cord. Got like a pistol grip. It'll plug in at like 11 o'clock. Turn it to noon. Put that washer on. And your convenience pack will be a 30 to 15 amp reducer in case you need to plug into a 110. Get your power hooked up. Let's hook up your water. Your docking station in front of your slide. At campsites, we're going to hook up to city water connection. First and foremost, a water pressure regulator. The 1-year convenience pack will reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit. You don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites, so use these. Put that on. You also got a hose in your convenience pack. Not this one. This is one that they're doing a water test on this with. Hook that up just like this, but don't turn that hose on yet. Let's make one more step and check your hot water heater, and just make sure your pressure release valve is down. Make sure that is down so that no water is going to come out of there. All right, then we can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose been on for a few minutes, go inside, open up your slide if you need to. I need you to get in and open up all of your water lines. Sinks, showers, open them up, get a nice steady flow of water going through them, shut them off, and you're all set to camp at a campsite. Now, let's say we're going to go dry camping. In that case, we'll fill up our freshwater tank, which is on our campsite above our tires. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Simply gravity fill this with a hose. 2 ways to tell it's full. 1, there's an overflow valve right here. Or 2, on the inside where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks, there's also a freshwater button. When that's full, keep an eye on it while you're filling it as well. When it's full, remove that hose, put the cap back on, and then whenever you want to utilize this water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump and using city water that is already pressurized. All right, you're all set to camp for power and water. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit. Continuing here on the campsite with your awning. Quick thing on awnings, are made for shade. Light rain's okay. In case of a light rain, you want to pitch adjust on this. You can pull that down and that will tilt your awning away. Also, when you bring these out, bring them out about halfway and then bring them the rest of the way out, because that will allow your struts there to adjust correctly. A couple of outdoor speakers, a vent for your hood range indoors. You can clip on a TV out here. Here's where you plug in your cable, and 110 for that. Again, our fresh water, which means over here low point drain is going to be my freshwater drain. That white handle there. Coming down the campsite, here's your main low point drains right there. Steps into your bedroom. Stabilizing jacks, pass-through storage with one-touch lighting in here. The propane does have a cover. Comes with a regulator. Just pointed toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Your batteries, check them every now and then. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose going down the road. Your pass-through storage over here. So again, over here we've got our hot water heater. Rocking that is on. Hot and cold shower, your 751 CH751 key will get in there. Over here is where we'll dump our black and gray tanks. Here's a flue for your furnace with a bug guard on it. A few things on that. One, make sure it's never blocked. And two, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. They also sell a spray that you can put on these wiper seals. You're going to keep them flexible and pliable over the years. That's what you want to do to add to the longevity and strength of your seals. Continuing down the off campsite, I come to the back. Here's where you plug in your cable from the campsite. You got a ladder, utilize it. Go out there 2-3 times a year, check the seams of your roof and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. You're prepped for a backup camera. There's your power. Keep this cover on your spare tire. It's going to add the longevity to the life of that as well. You do have a quick connect LP back here. Doing the gas test on that right now. And that about covers everything out here. Let's take a look on the inside. Okay, so coming up inside the unit, all the way up here to the right, it's going to be a little control panel here. Here's where you can check the levels of your battery, fresh, black, and gray tanks. Fresh one they're filling up right now, just testing these. Water pump, that's where you turn on that when you want to utilize that freshwater tank. Exterior and interior lighting. Awning control on your awning. You only want to run that out until you can see that brown bar and that flap is fall down to 90 degrees. If I were to hold that out button down, that would just run out, flip up onto itself, and start running itself up backwards. So keep an eye on it when running it out. Don't run it out further than you need to. Again, as I bring that in, let me shut off my exterior lights. Next to that is the slide control. We utilize that when closing it back up here. And as I bring that in, I would tell you that these slam latches work best when gently slammed. So I want you to take note, as you come into the unit, right now these chairs are turned. That's how you need that chair to be, and strapped in as well. There's a nice safety strap right here that'll hold that over there. That the other piece there. So that that slide can come in and that won't be in the way. This doesn't have to be anywhere in particular, but like that, strapped in is fine. Alright, so again, we've got all that there. Coming down here is our 12-volt carbon monoxide and propane detector. The reason I mentioned that's 12 volt, that's always running off your battery, so keep that in mind. Again, over here is our recliners. Show you quickly how to turn your sofa into a bed. Alright, so you're just going to want to remove your Velcro bags here. Staying in the middle gives you good leverage. Flip it up, out towards you. Open up these legs. Just lay it down. Then, flip it back down. And just that quickly, you got a sleeping quarters. Most importantly on this is to make sure you flip the back up first. Down in here, flip that up, otherwise you're going to damage this. Again, put the back standing in the middle, gives you the best leverage. To bring these in, you just jackknife it down, watch your fingers as it comes down, just let it drop. Put a cushion on the back, and we're back to a sofa. Charging ports back here. This is one-touch lighting on these. Your table will also wiggle up off here, remove those legs, put the table down on these rubber stoppers, put your flat cushions on top. Another area for someone small to sleep. Prep for your TV here, bracket here, cable here. Most importantly, that green light, that's your antenna. Make sure that's on when you run your digital channel scan. Sound system here is AM, FM, Bluetooth, dual zone. See if we can pick up a channel. There we go.
Question whether a PC
indoors or outdoors. I don't know if you can hear that. I can. AM, FM, Bluetooth. Nice sound system. Get the sound back on. Continuing in here, over here to our thermostat. Go ahead and crank the air on in here. And AC lets you hear that crank up. There's a quick dump on these. Get nice and cold in here when you need to. Shut your AC off. There are 3 settings on here. Excuse me, 4. Fan, AC, and heat. Auto fan, AC. Now I'm going to go to heat. You got that 87, that should crank that up. Heat return. There we go. So now, I want you to notice when I shut your heat off, it'll take a few minutes for that to cycle through before that fan shuts off. All your controls for your Everchill fridge are in here. So, new fridges and freezers will open from either side. Most important thing is to make sure that that hinge closes before you try to open from this hinge. Generally, I would say to open from the same side all the time. They built these so that they don't have to change the floor plan on different things. Microwave up here, fan and light above your cooktop. Plumbing. Keep an eye on your plumbing. There's your access panels. Get up underneath there. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. Head back into our bathroom. So heat's still running. There's your return on that. These shower doors you want snapped closed for travel. We've got a 110 with GFCI reset in here, as well as your Suburban thermostat, or excuse me, your hot water heater. You turn that on in here when your hot water heater is full. There's your lighting here. More plumbing. Keep an eye on in here. Excuse me, not when your hot water heater is full, when your water is on. Got a hand open power exhaust vent in here. A door that you want snapped open for travel so it doesn't bounce around. There you go, that's shut off. It takes about 2 minutes generally. And here you're prepped for a TV as well with the cable 110. Over here is your solar controller panel. Whole purpose of this is to keep your solar panel from overcharging your batteries. I'll send you a separate video from GoPower on that. Emergency exit window and storage underneath your bed. There's a TV mount that you can snap on outside, and that is just your microwave box. Alright, so let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. I like to start, I'll go back to my control panel here. Shut off my interior lights. Now I see any lights that are on are one-touch individual lighting that I need to walk through and shut off. There's my sofa back up there. There's a remote for that sound system as well. That way. Start back here in the bedroom. So what we're doing is we're working our way up generally. So we know all the lights are going to be off in our unit as we head on down the road. Coming back to my control panel, turn on my interior lights and say doors and drawers. Walk through your unit. Make sure all doors, those are both snapped where they should be. Vents are closed. Doors are closed. Doors and drawers. Make sure nothing's going to impede our slide from coming in. Secure this over here. And hit slide in. Very important to make sure those cabinet doors down there are closed. That slide will rip them right off if they're not closed, so keep an eye on them. And of course making our recliner face this way so we can get that in. As it comes in, you're going to hear that is just a slide mechanism saying I'm in all the way. Go ahead and let your finger off the button. Well, it covers everything in here. Shut it off and exit the unit. Now the biggest thing on these steps coming in or out is to make sure that your exterior door is all the way open. Otherwise this is going to catch on it. The feet are also adjustable by pulling on this cotter pin. Set this in here. This lock is really just to keep this from banging against your screen door here. Before you leave your dump station, you're going to lock, deadbolt, lift and turn that handle. That's how you want that for traveling. Alright, if we're boondocking, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, come over here underneath our fresh water, and pull that handle and dump our fresh water drain. Come up here and show you how quickly you can bring these up. So just the opposite, I'm going to give it 2 cranks to the left, just enough to loosen up my handle here. Give this a nice crank up out of there. Well, need to go a little bit further. Make realistic videos. A little bit further so that I can now grab this and lift this right up out of the way. Get as high as I can. So one-handed here, excuse me. Come on. There we go. To the left. Bring that up enough to put the safety bracket back in here. Right here. Safety chain, excuse me. Bring them up. If we are at a campsite, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, unhook our water, our power, our cable, hook up our hitch, and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be in front of your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Got a 10-foot hose, comes with your convenience pack. Hook that up and pull your black holding tank. When it sounds like it's no longer draining, check the level of your black tank inside. If it shows empty or close to it, come back out here. Grab the hose at the dump station and hook it up to this tank flush. Emphasizing to leave that black handle open, turn that hose on and let that run for a good 5 minutes to wash that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, close that up, make sure all that washout water you just put in there is drained. Close your black tank and pull your gray tank. Usually when my gray tank's draining, I'll go to the other side and dump my low point drains. When that's done, close your gray tank. It's going to be water that's going to clean your sewage hose out, cleaner water, sinks and showers. Then you can take that sewage hose and conveniently and sanitarily store it right here in your bumper and head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Really hope that you guys get a chance to enjoy this Jayflight for many years to come. Happy camping.